Okay, so welcome to tonight's huddle, Wednesday, the 12th of February. Thank you to all the beautiful ladies that have hopped on and supported me on my first little huddle that I've taken. And what I really wanted to talk about tonight, and I've said I'm going to be quite quick, it's quite simple, is that the thing that I think is really important that we need to kind of remember, because I think this business can feel quite overwhelming at times and we just feel like it's all too much. So I really wanted to talk about plugging into the system and really using the system that we've got to save yourself work and to save yourself time. Because what I do see a lot of people doing, and I'm completely guilty of it as well, is trying to sort of reinvent the wheel and go it alone and go and do their own thing. And of course we do want to do our own thing. We do want to put our own spirit and our own heart into what we're doing. Hi, Sarah. So basically, I just wanted to talk about how that can become really exhausting. And what we've done really in joining this is we bought a partnership, we bought a franchise, basically. And when you buy a franchise, you're buying a system. You're buying a system that's already been developed that you plug into that really works, you know? So it's like if you bought a Subway, you wouldn't start creating a new menu and being experimental and throwing your own thing into it. Like you would, you know, they've developed it. It's not a good example. I don't really like Subway that much, but you know what I'm saying. You are going to go into that system because they've developed something that works, that is profitable, and which is what people want. And they've done kind of all the hard work to figure all of that out for you. So I think it's really important to just remember that, that as much as this is our own business and we put our own love and our own heart into it, keep coming back to what works and what's been developed. And so I think the thing that makes people give up on this business so much, and people do give up on this business a lot, something like only 20% of people actually survive a network marketing career. And I think part of it is because of this, because people start to feel exhausted, tired of it all, you know, not getting results. And I think that a lot of that comes about because people don't really plug in and utilize the system. And once you get really good at plugging in and utilizing the system, the whole thing becomes a lot more, it flows a lot better. You do the same things over and over again, and the whole thing just becomes a lot easier. And the other thing is, if we don't really learn to plug in and use the system, the idea of taking on team becomes really overwhelming, because we think, oh, I've got to recreate another wheel every time I take on a new teammate. And that's not, we don't. We actually get this lovely streamlined system where we put everybody through the same process that works every time they come on, and that's duplicatable. And you'll hear Linda Evendon's talking a lot about making all your systems duplicatable, so that when you grow, you're not having to do more and more work. You're actually, everything's just becoming more streamlined and more simple. So what am I saying here? So basically, I was just going to fundamentally run over the systems that we've got and how they work, just to kind of bring everybody back to just remembering that you don't have to overthink it, and it doesn't have to be overwhelming, and it doesn't have to be difficult. Essentially, we have the DMO, that's our daily method of operation. And a lot of us have been trained on that, and that's essentially putting up a couple of posts a day, you know, 1 or 2 posts a day, reaching out and having 5 conversations with people in our friends list every day, inviting people onto these events, or inviting people to have a look at one of the recorded events, sending these links out to people, and then a few days later following up. And if they're interested, then we get them into a 3-way call with our upline. So that is the system. That is the whole system for reaching out, connecting with people, bringing them in and getting them interested, and then moving on to the 3-way call. When we get a new customer, we pop them into the Soul Project Customer Hub, and then everything is in there. The beautiful program that we offer, it's all in there. So all you need to learn is what is in there, how to point your customers to it, and it's all done for you. And Kat has developed this beautiful program. I mean, she's worked really, really hard. And this is what I'm talking about. Our leaders do a lot of the work for us, and we just have to know how to plug people into and ourselves into what's already gone before. So that's all we're doing with a new customer. And then obviously we're just following up with our customer, you know, once a week for about a month, and then monthly after that. So that's the system around a customer and around customer care. That, you know, that's simple enough. With new team, what we do is we plug them into Kat's Blueprint group. I've got it written down here, even though I know how to do it. I can't read my own notes though. Oh, okay. Then we plug them into Team Love and Soul Tribe. Then we just invite our team to hop on the trainings. We're obviously helping them with verbiage and so forth in the beginning, and also to hop on the New Zealand training in the Huddle tonight. And that's what we're doing with new team. Potentials, we've already kind of covered that in the DMO. So basically, this is what I really wanted to cover on the Huddle, that we've got these few simple things that we just plug everybody into. Of course, we're connecting and we're keeping that relationship close with our teamies, with our potentials, and with our customers. But do you know what I mean? We're not having to reinvent the wheel. We're utilising the links, the events, the huddles, the trainings. We're utilising all of that that's already there. So that's my advice, is to just get yourself really clear on what those systems are, and then that's all you have to do. And I'm getting better. I'm getting a lot clearer at it now, and I'm finding everything just feels a bit less overwhelming, because I can bring it down to, I just have to do my DMO, I just have to do my follow-ups, I just have to check in with this person and that person, and you know, it becomes a lot more manageable. So does that make sense? Yeah, that's what I wanted to cover. So that's my, how long did that take? I don't know, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah. So if you're not familiar with these systems, then just ask what they are, and you know, maybe Tanya and I could even just write down a flow chart, or create a flow chart or something for people if they might feel that that's useful. Yeah. Okay. So we can come off mute, unmute all. I might just stop recording. Yes.